welcome to the fucking 97 fucking episode of the fucking Wrestling Burn with your fucking host Parksy and the Zombie.
Wow.
You told me to spice it up.
Are we excited?
Yeah, we are. I'm not trying to fall asleep this time. I'm well rested. I'm not heading towards a bender.
Yeah.
So we're good.
Last week was absolutely friggin' horrible for you.
It was. I took a nap actually right after the show. Which I probably will today too. The studio couch is pretty comfy. I can't even lie. I mean, we have the TV set up in there. We just watch Netflix or whatever, the network, which is always great.
Gotta love the network.
I just meant the TV
You
setup.
have fucked me. You have fucked yourself.
That was a bad one,
That was horrible.
but it was the Sheik.
Fuck to tomorrow. You know fucking I'll come tonight. Fucking bullshit.
Sheiky baby, what's going on?
That's a little bit of Iron Chic.
The Sheiky baby.
I'm gonna fuck your ass, and then you're gonna be humble.
Yes, I was just saying that. But Zombie goes, "Hey, just so you know, I've got new soundboards now because I'm tired of us sounding the same. One of them's the Iron Sheik, and I immediately was the first thing I asked. Now,
Yep, that one.
Will I fuck your ass?
Yep, this is the other one here.
Oh boy.
I'll fuck your wife, I'll fuck your daughter, and I'll fuck your son.
Oh my god.
This guy's a nut.
The Sheik is the best. And he smokes crack. Actually, I was looking at his tweets on 420, and they were like, who wants to party with the fucking legend and smoke some kush? I was like, oh my god.
I thought he was clean.
I think he's just clean from crack. Pretty sure he still drinks and smokes weed.
Here's a great one.
The reason you had a fucking job in WWF because you suck Hulk Hogan dick and you fucking suck Hulk Hogan ass.
That really is how people kept their job in WWE.
Yep. Hogan wouldn't be Hogan if Iron Sheik didn't fold up and let him win.
And we talked about that. So for once I actually watched Raw, but before we get into Raw, I'm going to let you take the floor and talk about Super Mega Fest for a little bit.
Because you suck.
Yeah, Super Mega Fest. Probably one of the best conventions I've been to in a long time.
Which is good.
The whole setup, you didn't feel like you were claustrophobic.
Yeah.
Like the Super Mega Fest in Framingham, it was really tight.
It was bad.
Once it gets busy, oh boy, it was horrible. We had VIP tickets, so there was probably about 100 people with the VIP tickets.
So you guys were cutting lines and everything.
It was like free reign of the fucking place.
Yeah.
Because it was so big. But yeah, they have VIPs. They have two lines. It's like Josh DeMont from The Walking Dead.
Yep.
The line was like 5 miles long for regular people. There was nobody in the VIP line.
So
if I wanted to fucking just cut the line and walk and go say, hey, get the fuck out of here,
Yeah.
I could have just cut the line.
And you've learned over the years to get the VIP tickets. 'Cause
Yeah.
the first time we went, that was terrible.
The year
Oh,
that Stan Lee was there was a mess. There had to be half the state of Massachusetts there. The line was out around the hotel, around the corner, across the street, down the highway. It was absolutely horrible.
No,
Yeah.
I didn't go to that one. I went to the, I forget who was the other one we went to.
I don't know. Which one did you go to? Oh, you went to the one with,
The
Ashley Moreau was there.
Yeah,
you got your
Ashley,
picture with
yeah.
Ashley.
but the big guy was, not Kirk, but the other captain from Star Trek there.
Yeah,
The
he was at
bald
this one
dude.
too. Oh, yeah, that's right.
Bald guy, yeah.
So, I never saw Bret Hart. Thought his line was a mile long, but we stayed till like 1:30,
Yeah.
and we never saw him. I saw Roddy Piper. His line was like wicked long. Wanted too much for autographs.
How much did he want?
75.
That's because he's fucking broke.
I didn't have $75. I was gonna go meet Doctor Who. He wanted $50 for his autograph. Didn't have $50 for an autograph. I met Terry Reynolds. She wanted $20 for an autograph photo and a picture.
that's the way to go. Like,
Yeah.
that's like Adam. No, Ashley didn't charge us anything, or it was like $15 for
Yeah.
everything. For Ashley, so that's a good deal.
Tell you what, if you ever go to a convention and she's there, she is so friendly and her boobs are popping out of her top. She's very nice.
And actually,
she smells good too.
Looking back at the picture, I was like, I woke up drunk that morning still. So when I saw it,
Did you see my hand?
I'm gonna go back.
I didn't know what to do with my hand.
Okay, Ricky Bobby. Let me go back.
She had her arm around my back, and I had my arm around her, and I'm like,
you're trying not to touch her boob. I'm looking at it
right
now.
If I opened my hand up, I would have it cupping her tit. So I'm like, I kind of kept my hand close.
I like how she didn't wear a bra. That's a really nice touch.
Yeah, she was titty there. But Ashley was next to her, and Miss Tessmacher was on the other side of her. Miss Tessmacher is a tiny little thing. Holy crap.
You didn't talk to either of them, though, right? Too shy.
Country actually had a conversation with her about his tattoos. Yeah, about his tattoos. And she had this tiny little dog on her tail. I go, is that real? She's like, yeah, it's my little dog. I thought it was a fucking stuffed thing.
How come you didn't send me a picture of her?
I didn't take any pictures of her. I don't know why.
I don't know. Maria looks like a smoke show from this, though.
Dude, she was fucking hot. She was sitting in her chair texting. Nobody was coming up to talk to her. And this guy came walking out dressed up as, like, up in the air guy. He had a crane with balloons on it.
Mm-hmm.
A cane with balloons on it. Dressed just like the guy. He's just walking real slow through the place. She comes running out, can I get a picture? So she hands her phone to some guy. He takes a picture. I was trying to get a picture of that.
And then
my damn phone didn't work.
The guy was like, hey, let me look at these nudies on here.
Then he ended up saying, hey, let me get a picture too. So he gave her a phone. So, yeah, anyways. She was smoking. She actually wrestled that night at BTW.
Yeah, she did. She was, and actually, I know somebody that went to that.
Yeah.
From what they said, X-Pac looked very good.
He wrestled?
Him and Kevin Nash did a tag team. Kevin Nash looked really good. He said Nash looked like he was in great shape.
He had to be. He just did that stripper show.
Well, he looked good at Mania, too.
Yeah.
But he was saying it was so... Because he's another wrestling fan like us. If we didn't podcast when we do, he'd actually call in all the time.
Yeah.
He was saying, seeing where Scott Hall is now to where he was is like so sad. He went to go give this manager the razor's edge, and the first time he dropped the guy. So the second he tried to do it again, and X-Pac had to help him get the guy up. And then he did the move wrong, and the guy landed on the back of his head and like just took a really bad bump.
I'm surprised at Mania he took that fall. Remember at Mania?
Well, no, the guy took the bad bump, not Scott Hall this time. But yeah, was it you or B? I was texting and was like, shit, Scott Hall just took a back bump. That means he's probably gonna relapse.
Yeah.
I think that was B. I was texting. I might have sent it to you too, but I know I was texting B saying that. I was surprised he did that too, but probably after hearing about that, I'm not surprised Road Dogg didn't let him do the razor's edge to him. He probably would have been paralyzed.
Yeah, I'm. Yeah, God. It's sad to see the way he is. It really is.
I should have asked him about Maria. I didn't even think of it.
I was actually going to go back on Sunday.
Were you?
I was going to go back and see if I could get in and meet Jericho, but I never made it in there. Because I wanted to take my figure back to have what's-her-name sign it again.
Terry.
Yeah.
I'm sure Jericho's
Here's a picture.
I'm trying to read. Dennis. Love and Kisses. Something.
Yeah, I can't read it either. She's still a smoke show.
Yeah, she is. Oh, yeah.
Don't tell my wife.
No.
Yeah. Spinner bait. Yeah, so that was the show. It was, it was decent.
It was what it was. I gotcha.
We actually would have stayed longer if I didn't have to move my brother's sister.
No, your brother didn't go, right?
No, he wanted to go too, but he had his kids that weekend, so
Oh.
yeah, unfortunately. Everybody that wanted to go never made it. B was supposed to come down from Fat Camp in New York and never made it down.
I got you. I was just gonna ask something else, and now I forgot. I've forgotten what I was going to ask. All right, you want to jump into Raw then?
Forgotten what you're going to ask?
Yeah, I'm hoping it'll come back to me.
I apologize dramatically. I am so sorry.
Thank you, Down West. So, biggest news going into Raw, or one of the biggest things, had to be banning the curb stomp as a move.
Yeah, because of concussions.
Now, I read one thing saying they had to ban it because, yeah, the concussion thing. They don't want their champion doing something like that. But I read the other thing that it's not banned, but they don't want him using it anymore.
Well, obviously somebody must have got a fucking concussion from it, or they wouldn't have banned it. Because I've seen people actually hit their heads pretty good on the canvas. So somebody obviously must have got hurt doing that, or they wouldn't have banned it.
Well, but what it came after, the announcement came out after, sorry about that, guys, I'm dying. So after, the announcement came out after, the NFL just finished, or went back to court over a concussion thing.
Yeah, now they have to pay out fucking $6 billion.
Yeah, $6 billion, and then the announcement came out. So I'm wondering if that had anything to do with it, because they don't want to see a lawsuit like that.
They already have lawsuits pending. WWE's got like lawsuits pending from like these 3 different wrestlers for concussions, and they're saying
making
WWE
them wrestle hurt and stuff.
Yeah.
I looked into that.
They're a bunch of fucking no-name douchebags, but
I wouldn't doubt it though.
Half these guys are just looking for paydays because they didn't make it in the business.
And now they're indie guys working for like BTW and $400 a pop or something like that.
Look, you want to become a wrestler? That's awesome. It's probably a dream job for a lot of guys. But let's face it, like any job or business out there, you're not all going to make it to the top.
Mm-hmm.
You got to have that it factor, and if you don't, hey, you're going to be mowing lawns.
That's right.
No, what the hell?
Yeah, no, I agree. There's got to be, you have to have indie guys and guys that work up. And yeah, I'm sure some guys get like blackballed from the business or whatever, but very few. Like Iron Sheik was fucking blackballed out of the business.
Yeah, if Hogan didn't like you, you were fucked.
Now
Nowadays, if Cena didn't like you, you're fucked. Or if Bella's didn't like you,
yeah,
you're
like
fucked.
Maria. That's what I would have asked her about. I kind of wish I was there just to talk to her, especially now that you were like, no one was going up to her. I would figure she'd be one of the ones that like everybody would be lined up for.
You know what? Yeah.
Like smoke show,
yeah.
pro wrestler, was
Dude,
in
there
Playboy.
were so many people dressed up at that place. It was awesome.
I've never been I don't think I could be one of those dresser-uppers like that. I can't do it.
I think I'd like to do it one year. If we get a bunch of people together and go and, maybe dress up as the Firefly crew or something like that.
Dress up as professional wrestlers?
Yeah.
Oh, that would be so
we all
awesome.
dress up as wrestlers and go in there.
Ooh, yeah.
Who's your... I guess I would be Kevin Nash. No, I could be Luke Harper.
You could be.
I could be Luke
You'd
Harper.
have to grow your hair out.
I could throw on a black wig and...
With a bald spot, though. It has to have the bald spot
I'll shave the top of my head.
I'd want to dress up like Macho Man Randy Savage, naturally. Ooh, yeah.
B could be, who's a fat wrestler?
Who's a fat... Yokozuna.
Yokozuna or something.
Oh, man. Who would Country be, though?
Country would be...
It'd have to be somebody all tatted up. CM Punk, pretty much.
CM Punk, yeah.
That's the only one I can think of off the... Or like Haku.
Randy Orton. You need to dress up as more flamboyant wrestlers, though. You can't... Randy Orton just... Okay, what, are you going to walk in the fucking knee pads and tights?
Yeah, you're going to walk in.
And people are going to be like, God, you got your underwear on. Get the hell out of here, buddy. What are you doing?
That's